Welcome, dear audience. Welcome to our house. May you come freely, go safely, and take something of the happiness we bring to you. Tonight you're going to witness the product of 6 long months of hard work. A half year of blood, sweat, and tears that these actors and crew members have been pouring into this play. And by Jove, is it an amazing play. But before I let you revel in the product of their work, I have a couple of acknowledgments to make. This production wouldn't have been possible without the contribution and support of the Parents Association, the co-op, the school administration, and of course our superlative English department. It wouldn't have been possible without our dedicated coaches. It wouldn't have been possible without the extraordinary teacher liaison, Melissa White. It wouldn't have been possible without the mentorship in this year and years past of Giuseppe, Simon, and Victor. Directors of the high school and Cégep troops, present and past. And finally, it wouldn't have been possible without you, dear audience. Yeah. Now, before we begin, a quick word of warning. Our play does not contain strobe lighting per se. However, it does contain flickering lights, so if you are sensitive to such phenomena, you have been advised. Now, of course, if you are sensitive to general fear and all those other things that you find in PG-13 ratings on films, you have also been advised. Well, I think that's it. So, I don't think I've anything else to say. I hope you all enjoy the show.
Excuse me, I'm looking for Borgo Pass. I beg your pardon. Borgo Pass? Fasultihuta? Pasultihuta? English? Deutsch? Pasultihuta? Will no one tell me how to get to Borgo Pass? I have the most pressing business with your voivod Dracula. Dracula. Sent by the voivod Dracula's solicitors. He's expecting me. Could you... Remarkable.
I am Dracula. Welcome to my house. I bid Mr. Harker welcome. May he come freely, go safely, and leave something of the happiness he brings.
Yes, quite. May I extend to your lordship my sincere recognizance of your hospitality. It is most certainly an honor, sir, to meet you in the flesh.
The pleasure is mine, Mr. Harker. All mine.
Mr. Hawkins, my employer, sends his regards and, of course, his earnest apologies that he could not see to this transaction himself. Transylvania is quite a distant province from our firm, and Mr. Hawkins has been suffering from an attack of gout, which has detained him from...
How disappointing.
But I can assure your lordship that I am well acquainted with your business and can answer any question you may have, sir, regarding your pursuit of an estate in England.
Has Mr. Harker eaten? My people are not available at this time of the night. It shall be a pleasure to see to his comfort, myself.
Oh, no, sir. Your lordship. Sir, thank you, sir, but I have already dined for the night, sir. But if your lordship wishes to sup, I shall be very happy to partake in his meal.
No, Miss Harker. I've already dined also.
Does your lordship wish to go over the property transfers then?
If such a thing may be done.
Yes, of course, sir. Sorry. Let me simply, you'll understand, procure the necessary documents. Here we are. Here. I must commend your lordship on your decision to purchase an estate in London, as the market is currently quite favorable. Mr. Hawkins and myself have located something which I believe you will be quite pleased with, sir. It corresponds rather remarkably with the qualities you had requested by post, so much so that Mr. Hawkins and myself could not believe our luck as we happened upon it.
Is it tranquil?
Yes, of course, sir. Quite tranquil, isolated even. We came across it on Purfleet, quite near London itself.
Does it have a name?
Yes, sir. Carfax House, if memory does not fail. No doubt a corruption of the old Quatre-Faces, as the house agrees with the 4 points of the compass, save for the appendage of an old chapel. I cannot enter it, but...
Is the chapel in use?
Pardon?
Is it in use?
No, sir. It probably hasn't been used for several decades. But you will find all the necessary information in that envelope I have handed you. The estate contains in all some 20 acres, with the only other nearby property being that of the local lunatic asylum.
So, it is not isolated.
As much as one will find, given how close to London your lordship requested we look, I can assure you will find no exterior disturbance during your residency. The keys are in the envelope as well. All that remains is for the deed to be signed. Of course, in the future, you need not send for an envoy such as myself, sir. You can have the papers sent to you by post or have them collected for you.
I always insist on receiving invitation from a fellow countryman personally. It is an honor I do not wish to relinquish.
Well, I am happy to be of service to your lordship. If your lordship signs the deed now, I can be on my way. I am sure you have other affairs to attend to, and I do not wish to keep you busy, sir.
Thank you, Miss Harker. We shall look over these tonight. You will find them on the bedside table.
And when is that?
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning?
Yes.
I apologize. There must be some misunderstanding. I did not plan to spend the night and have already paid for a room in Bistris.
It will be cancelled in Mr. Harker's name.
I thank your lordship for your generosity, but you needn't take any pains.
Mr. Harker is tired tonight. He must rest if he is to survive the tiresome journey home.
I assure you, sir, I am not sufficiently tired to forego my ride back to Bistris. Besides, the train leaves early and
My driver.
I beg your pardon?
My driver is not here. Mr. Harker cannot leave tonight. He must wait until morning.
I see. May I have a bottle of ink then? Only I have run out of my own and will need to write to my fiancée so that she may know of my delay.
What is her name?
Pardon?
What is Mr. Harker's lady friend's name?
Oh, Miss Murray, sir. Miss Wilhelmina Murray.
And Mr. Harker loves her very much. Yes?
Why, yes, I love her most dearly.
Good. Good, Miss Harker. Good. It behooves a young man to be very much in love with a person of the female persuasion. That is my opinion. I shall procure a bottle of ink for Mr. Harker. In the meantime, I hope he will make himself at home.
What was that?
What was what, Miss Harker?
That noise. It sounded like a child.
I do not know of any child noise. I will return.
Oh, sir, will you be taking note? Light. There definitely was a noise. Is there someone there? Memory conjuring up sounds at random. That carriage ride must have been more exhausting than I had realized. Get a hold of yourself, man.
The ink, Mr.
Oh,
Harker.
sir, what the, sir, if you'll excuse me, I didn't see you there. You see, sir, I just, I need to, just a moment, sir,
Mr. Harker should take care on how he cuts himself. It is more dangerous than he thinks in this country.
Sir?
Mr. Harker may write using this ink. His letter should be found on the bedside table, if Miss Murray is to receive it. The children of the night, what music they make. Mr. Harker finds a song unpleasant.
It is not a sound to which we are accustomed in England, sir. We haven't had wolves for centuries.
The people of England are forgetful. They lack acquaintance with the appetite of the hunter. I must take leave of Mr. Harker tonight. There's much business to attend. I trust he is comfortable.
Oh, yes, sir.
Good. Good.
Shall I bid you good night, sir?
Yes. Good night.
My dearest Mina, I hope this letter reaches you with all the celerity my heart can manifest. If only to assuage your concern for my well-being. I have been delayed in Bukovina.
Jonathan.
Excuse me?
Jonathan.
I beg your pardon, who is there? Can I help you? Excuse me, ma'am, it isn't funny to startle people in this No one.
Jonathan. I'm here. Jonathan, what's wrong? You look so ill.
I don't understand.
What is there to understand,
Mina?
Are you feeling well?
This must be a dream. I am asleep in the Count's castle in Bukovina. This is a dream.
Jonathan, you sound foolish. Poor dear, you must be. Let me nurse you now.
No! I don't remember falling asleep. I didn't fall asleep. I couldn't have.
Jonathan, you're scaring me.
Mina, where are we?
Why does it matter where we are, since we're together?
Mina, why are you dressed this way?
How else would you have me dressed for our wedding, dear?
Our wedding?
Come to me, Will. Come to me.
What is that noise in my head?
I have been waiting for you for so long.
Mina, why can't I see your face?
Jonathan. Jonathan. I'm here. Come here. I'm right here. Chanel has the kisses right.
I have to get up! I have to get up!
Mr. Harker is not in bed.
Sir, I do apologize most profusely, but it is most pressing that I leave this instant.
Mr. Harker is tired tonight. I told him to rest.
No, sir, I am not half as tired as I thought. If you please, door!
My driver.
I will walk if need be.
You cannot.
Why can't I?
I do not advise it.
Damn your advice, sir! Damn your driver! Damn your advice! And damn this wretched castle! I will not spend another moment here, you hear me? I insist on leaving this instant! I apologize. Sir, please forgive that unseemly effusion. It's just my nerves, they,
Mr. Harker will sit down. There is a saying in England, Mr. Harker. Welcome the arriving, and yet speedy departing guests. This is very much in the spirit of boyar hospitality. Therefore, I must not retain Mr. Harker when he so violently wishes to go.
Why, thank you, sir. This is most generous.
Of course, Mr. Harker. We shall have the doors open at once.
Shall I head downstairs?
There is no need.
Sir? What is that?
What is what, Mr. Harker?
That thing, what is it?
I see no thing,
No,
Mr.
the
Harker.
thing, sir! In front of us!
There is only us, the doors, and nice.
Sir, please, it's trying to get in!
I am simply letting Mr.
No,
Harker.
no, sir, he's trying to get in!
Us.
I beg you, don't let it get in! It's getting
There's
closer!
nothing, Mr.
No, please! Oh, God! No,
We must speed the parting
No,
guests.
sir! No, I wish to say, please, I will go!
That is
sir,
your wish?
Yes, just close that door! Please, sir!
Very well then.
No, sir, please!
It pleases me that Mr. Harker has chosen to stay with us after all. It is clear that he requires much sleep. I shall let him rest.
You won't leave me alone, sir. Will you?
Go as I may, I can assure you that, although this castle is very great, he will never be alone. Good night, Miss Harker.
None of this is true. None of it. It's a dream. It's just a dream. It has to be. It's just a dream. 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 Mina!
My name is Jane Elizabeth Renfield. Oh. multitude lies. Wherefore, all can be built up from the unit. By which, I tend to mean the Pythagorean unit. Indeed. Lots of sparrows here. A host of them, to be sure. Per our previous deductions, what then is demonstrated? That all flows. The rain falls from the heavens, and downhill rolls unto the sea. The sea, the unit which may hold endlessness. 17, 11, Leviticus. For the blood is the life. Yes! The blood is the life. And he shall make an atonement of blood upon the altar. No movement without force applied. On the knife, he must apply it. Hark! Hark! His great wings will blot out the sun, and all the blood and life to him will flow! And thou shalt know his name. He was the fount and doom of life! A sacrifice will be made. The sons of Aaron will bring the blood to him, and on the altar a bride shall be wed. Welcome to my house. I trust your journey was not too tiresome.
Come, Miss Renfield. Let's get you back to your room. You know very well you're not allowed to walk the grounds at night.
Oh, but of course. Let me show you something. A abode. If you will follow me, good night. On the right here you shall find the dining quarters. Our chef prepared the most exquisite.
And it'll be at Godalming Hall, of course. After all, Art's father is a peer of the realm, and he positively demanded that we use his personal chapel. It isn't anything as cozy as the one in Whitby, mind you, but it has the most beautiful stained glass, imported directly from Italy, I'm told. Oh, and the arcade! If I hadn't known any better, honest to God, I would have thought myself in York Minster. It's so exciting. The whole row will be just grand. Don't you think so, Mina? It's so incredible. And he's so incredible. Not perfect, of course. I mean, what man is perfect? But he more than makes up for in sweetness. And Mina, he's so sweet. He truly is, and so kind to Mother, but don't you approve him, Mina?
Well,
I know how he must seem at times, but he really is quite a different person once you have the chance to acquaint yourself with him. He really is. Only he had just returned from some very important business at the club last night. He was outrageously tired, you know. He could barely walk straight. And tiredness does always make people look worse than they are, doesn't it? Besides, I thought you looked very pretty, and I think...
Lucy, I never said I didn't approve.
I was rambling, wasn't I?
Only a little.
I really should watch out for that. Art thinks I'm a bit of a church bell.
To him, every woman is a church bell.
What do you mean by that?
Never mind.
Mina, what the blazes has gone into you? Tell me, you've had the morbs all evening.
I haven't had the morbs, Luce.
Then what is it? Oh, is it that poor Dr. Seward? Don't worry about him, dear. I turn down proposals all the time.
No, it isn't Dr. Seward.
Then what is it if it isn't Dr. Seward?
It's just, I'm a little worried, Luce. About Jonathan?
Yes, about Jonathan.
I'm sure he'll write to you soon, dear.
It's been weeks since he last wrote to me, Luz. Weeks? In his last letter, he was only a day away from Bistris. That's where he expected to meet his client. He should have written at least once between now and then.
I'm sure he has, but you know how terrible the European post can be.
What if something's happened to him?
What could ever lead you to believe that?
I don't know. First few days were fine, but recently I've had this feeling. It's just a feeling, but it's been gripping my heart, and it just squeezes and squeezes, and it won't let go, Luce. And I know everything is the same, but it just won't go away. It's trying to tell me something.
Tell you what?
I don't know.
Well, maybe it's just that he's...
What was that?
The harbor foghorn. There must be a ship coming in.
At this hour?
Perhaps they lost their way?
Oh, look, there it is. She's coming straight towards the harbor. She's going awfully fast. She'll wash ashore if they're not careful. I wonder why the captain hasn't slowed her down. She looks like a Russian, maybe, or a Turk. I can't get a clear view of her flag. It's a strange color red, though, isn't it? Luce, you've got the better eyes. What kind of flag is that?
Eyes! Red eyes, like before.
What?
What?
Where do you see red eyes?
I don't know. The sun's on another bluff. It looks like a pair of eyes, I suppose.
Are you feeling well, Luce?
No,
Perhaps we should head home.
I'm just tired, that's all. It's a beautiful sunset, isn't it, Mia?
It is.
Why, if it isn't the old gangster himself, Dr. John Stewart, as I live and breathe.
Hello, Arthur.
I say, you got a sorry figure tonight, old boy. Out in this weather, with neither coat nor lantern. If I didn't know any better, I'd have mistaken you for one of your madmen.
They're not madmen, Art. They're lunatics. Lunacy is a very serious medical condition.
Right, lunatics. My apologies. Now tell me, how does your unscrupulous Dr. Seward find himself out of doors without any company on such an evening?
I could ask you the same question.
I asked you first. Right. I'm out here because I fancied a bit of an evening jaunt. Dressed for it too. You're not. Another storm brewing. It'll be upon us soon enough. Oh, come on. Now, John. It isn't nice to hold back from a friend. If it's that thing that worries you, you're quite in the wrong. I'm to be an honest man now.
What?
The wedding. John blazes.
Oh, right. Congratulations.
Oh, dear Lord, don't fall over with joy or anything.
I'm sorry, Art. I didn't mean it like that. I truly am happy for you.
Seward, it's a joke.
Oh,
It's that Murray girl, isn't it?
well,
Those damn muffin wallopers, that's how they are, you know? Marriage is beneath them.
no, it wasn't like that. She's already taken. She told me she has a fiancé who's a solicitor.
She and every girl, what's his name?
I don't know. She didn't say.
Well, he's a right bastard, if there ever was one. Bet he couldn't not hold a candle to you, old boy. Anyways, you're better off without that woman. She'd certainly make for a terrible wife.
That's not true.
She reads so much. Always filling up Lucy's head with fanciful ideas.
I don't want to listen to this.
Oh, come on, now, John. I'm only trying to cheer up that febrile face. Quit interrupting me, you know? Said he's back from Korea. We have to get a drink with him sometimes. And get your mind off that bookish doll him up.
You're not helping, Art.
Sure. Wait. The storm. Doesn't it joke?
Lucy! Lucy! Mina! What's going on? Oh, Lucy, thank God! Mina, what is it? Lucy was dreadful. You were shaking and gasping and it looked like you were drowning. You scared me half to death. You mean you really don't remember? I think there was a sunset. Maybe we should head home, dear. There's a gale coming in. It was a pleasant enough dream. Such beautiful eyes. What is it? What gave you this mark on your neck? What mark? It looks like a pair of small spider bites. It's all swollen. I must have pricked myself on my brooch. Luce, you really must be more careful. I don't remember doing it. Your mother's going to have a fit. Surely it isn't that noticeable. Luce, you know better. You don't have to worry about me all the time. But my mother's fine. She's wonderful, in fact.
Let's see now, Miss Jane E. Renfield. Ah, right. Has she kept up with her diet of small birds, then?
Yes, Doctor. Caught one just yesterday when I found her. She's also been making requests for a cat, sir.
A cat? Well, we won't be giving her that now, will we? Bring her in.
Doctor.
Thank you, Penny. How are we feeling today, Miss Renfield?
Oh, Dr. Seward! I did not notice your presence. Absorbed it was in my thoughts. Where's Amsterdam to your liking?
Amsterdam, did you say?
Yes, I hear the tulips are lovely in spring.
You are mistaken, Miss Renfield. I have not been to Amsterdam since my university days.
Too soon, Dr. Seward. Too soon. You will forgive me this minor error, Doctor. I'm sure.
Of course. And what of these thoughts? What thoughts so absorbed you moments ago?
Oh, I was pondering the arithmetical properties of the necessary and theologically established perpetuity of the soul, that whosoever believes in him
shall have life eternal. A most fruitful light of inquiry, I'm sure. John 3:16, isn't it?
Dr. Seward, you're a curious type. I like you.
And what led you to it?
Now, Doctor. We're a sheep of scientific stock, you and I. You must have felt as I have, that a great change is at hand.
The change? The arrival of summer, perhaps?
Sir, you must. You speak anagogically, I expect. That is, allegorically summer. The summer of all creation. For Jonathan Harker has invited David home to harvest. Hark! Hark!
Does she know a Jonathan Harker?
No.
A David?
I wouldn't know, sir.
And all rejoiced and took our sides, for ye was youth harvest in the summer.
Miss Renfield?
But one who is ensuing harvest is a disgrace.
Miss Renfield!
What?
Is it because of the arrival of summer you asked Penny for a cat?
A cat? A cat? You will know them by their fruits. 7:16. They will not know the labor of the priest from the labor of the infidel.
Miss Renfield.
I will see him and fall as dead at his feet. So said John of Patmos, as dead but not dead. For I shall have life eternal.
Your psyche has been overcome. Be ready, Penny.
Who mocks me? I can hear you. Who mocks the apostle of the word?
Miss Renfield, there is no one there. No one is mocking you.
Alexandra. Yes. Nicholas. Oh, do you not see the great tempest brewing?
Shall I restrain her, Doctor?
Not yet, Penny, not yet. There's some interesting progress to be made here.
Alive towards him! Alive towards him! The doom and fount of life! His hunger will be satiated. Wings greater than skies, eyes like sinking suns, and death shall be his name! You will drink your blood! You will reach for you in the darkness! The night!
Still a while.
If you religious
God, be
mania, apocalyptic in nature.
You will drink from the fount of youth!
What on?
Let me alone! Alone, I say! Don't you know who I am? Let me in!
is a closed session, I told you.
Sword, shut up, my God! It's Lucy, she's taken ill! We need you, please!
Right, Penny, escort Miss Franfield back to her room. I'm going out.
Yes, Doctor.
Lead the way.
As of old, as of old, the bride is presented in garments of white linen, and her very own blood will wash the linen clean!
Shut up!
What is taking him so long? Sword promised he would return with the old crackpot by 8. It's already 10 minutes past.
Perhaps they were delayed.
Well, he could have sent a telegram to apprise us of their delay. Where does he get off dawdling about when there's such an emergency at hand? And to such a Dutchman of all people?
Professor Van Helsing is supposedly an expert in little-known diseases. That's why Dr. Seward thought it best to seek him out. Her malady was a mystery to him.
A great deal good that friendship is proving. How is she?
The same.
Don't do it like that. You wake her. Let me.
Arthur, darling, you're here.
Well, of course I'm here, darling. I would not be anywhere else in the world. How are you feeling? Can I get you anything? Are you hungry? Sarah!
It's all right, dear. I'm fine.
Sarah! Oh, don't worry, darling. Dr. Sword has called for a renowned expert in Amsterdam to examine your condition. A great authority in such matters, we're told. Sarah! Where is that girl?
You needn't take such pains for me. I'm just a little under the weather, that's all.
Oh, what nonsense! Your condition has only gotten worse in the past week. It must be tended to. Far from me to let my future bride languish in ill health.
It's true, Luce. If Dr. Seward couldn't determine its origin, then it must be serious.
Of course it's serious. Sarah! That's it! I'm going to give her a right earful!
Please don't do that. Don't look at me like that.
Like what?
I'll judge for like.
I wasn't.
You were. I'm not making a mistake, you know. He's only worried. Worry does that to a man.
And so am I. But you don't see me running around.
Mina! Just let it be. Please, I'm not in the mood to argue.
Nor are you in the state for it.
It's only a cold. I'll be right as rain tomorrow. You'll see.
You know as well as I that this is no common cold. What happened, Luce, on that bench?
What do you mean, what happened?
You said you saw eyes. There was no one else with us that night.
It must have been the sunset then. I probably had a touch of fever already.
It wasn't a fever. You didn't take ill until the next morning. Whose eyes did you see, Luce?
Mina.
What did you dream about?
Mina, please.
How did you get that mark on your neck?
I don't remember.
Nowhere to be found, nowhere! What is the point of having any stuff at all if they're never around?
Perhaps you're not for a smoke, dear. We have to give them breaks now, you know. They passed that child labor law.
How those blasted liberal reforms! It all started that night. You coerced her to that miserable bench on the church's bluff. She must have taken ill from the cold. You ought to have covered up more, or better yet, stayed inside.
Oh, she didn't do anything.
Don't trouble yourself, darling. She'll lie back a while.
Actually, Mr. Homewood, many scientists now believe covering up has nothing to do with catching a cold.
Really? And how does one catch a cold then, Miss Murray?
Well, as I understand it, there are these little organisms that jump between people and cause them to become sick. They're calling them animalcula.
Little organisms that jump between people? That's plain absurd. What in heaven's name have you been reading?
The Gazette had an article last week.
How dreadful.
Please, you're making my headache worse.
No, my poor darling. Now look what you've done.
Mr. Homewood, I think that's Madam.
Dr. John Seward, MD, and Professor Abraham Van Helsing, MD, PhD, ELID, LLB, etc. Thank you, dear.
Professor Van Helsing, a pleasure, sir.
The pleasure's all mine, Mr.
Homewood, Mr. Arthur Homewood, of the Godalming Homewood. You have surely heard my father, of course, the Fitzwilliam, Lord of Godalming.
Surely I have.
Please, Professor, this way.
Oh,
I
mean, how have you, are you well, Miss Murray?
Yes, quite well. Thank you, John. Doctor.
Right. And your fiancé, he is...
Doing well, also.
Oh, come on, old boy. Plenty of time for conversation later.
Right. It's nice seeing you.
Yes.
You look much healthier than said, young miss. A touch pale, but this we remedy in a pinch, yes?
You're the only one here to think so. Save myself, Professor.
And the symptoms, they started a week past.
That's right. They began soon after she had spent a night out of those rather late. I thought it might be a cold.
This is no cold.
Nevertheless, the illness's hasty progression is some cause for concern, Professor. Have you noticed your breathing? It provides hints of pneumonia, but no other identifiable symptoms.
Does it hurt when you breathe, miss?
Somewhat.
I did think she looked rather bloodless as well, but could not find the usual signs of an anemic affliction, and Miss Westerner hasn't a history with the condition.
Yes. Well, dear miss, you should consider yourself lucky. You, very lucky for you, are much beloved. And love, my dear, is the old key to medicine.
Oh, I certainly am, Professor. They have been positively flocking to my aid. And Dr. Seward has been so good to me, although I keep telling them I do not need such attentions.
Indeed! Look to him! He arrived in Amsterdam and tell me that a young lady is suffering from a grave disease. That he has made full examination but could find no cause. To this I say, what know you of the young ladies? All day he play with the lunatics. Only they so with great skill. But the young ladies, he has no wife, no lady friend, nor any other woman in his life save his good mother. This he has told me many times. So what know he of the young ladies? We will prove him wrong, you and I. Yes?
Poor Dr. Seward. Oh, Professor, you mustn't say such things. The poor doctor was only trying to help, and he truly is the most considerate physician, despite his ghastly obsession with madmen.
Lunatics.
Ha! So you're right, miss. I ought to apologize to the good doctor. Best I apologize now, yes? Friend John, a word?
So, what say you, Professor?
I agree with you in that there is no functional cause, at least it makes itself apparent, and there has been much blood lost but not gone. However, her condition is in no way anemic. I have some thoughts, but them shall unfold to you later.
Why not now? It may do some good, we may.
Friend John, when the corn is grown, the farmer does not pluck the ear to the stalk and say, behold, it is good corn. So must I let my theory ripen, and ripe, you shall soon see it. This case do interest me most deeply, and socially interests you as well. Now, are you master of your own science, but you still have yet much to learn? Aha!
Miss Westenra, these flowers have just arrived by courier. Shall I?
Yes. Come here, come. We will place the flowers atop the lady's chest and around the bedroom. Yes?
Sir? It's all right. Do as the professor asks, Sarah. Are these the contents of those crates I saw being hauled up the lane there?
No, Miss Westerner, I believe those were headed my way. There were a dozen crates delivered to Carfax House this morning, just next door to the asylum. Apparently, it was recently purchased by some foreigner who imports his own dirt. Can you imagine?
How odd.
Quirky chap.
But what in heaven's name are these?
Do be careful.
They smell downright dastardly.
They're a lime sativum. Garlic flowers.
Yes, miss. Very good.
Professor, surely you can't be serious. You must believe me quite in the way of recovery if garlic is your remedy.
Not remedy, but prevention, miss. And I feel there shall be need for a blood transfusion. I shall fetch the instruments for this tomorrow morning. In the meantime, will not mind this fancy of mine, dear miss. If I'm right, they do good. And if I'm wrong, they incommodate slightly, and you get to laugh at an old man's eccentrics.
You most amuse me, Professor. You must absolutely come back to visit after I'm recovered, mustn't you, darling?
Quite. Though I'll struggle to see how you manage to sleep in such an atmosphere. Couldn't you do something a little more pleasant, Professor?
I'm afraid not. Sleep well, my dear. Sleep is God's own remedy for all things. I shall return tomorrow morning with the instruments for the transfusion. Gentlemen?
Oh no, please, sir. Stay the night, that you may watch over Lucy for me.
But the instruments?
I'll have them sent for.
I made arrangements for a room in town.
I will make them for you, sir.
As you wish, Mr.
Harmwood.
Yes, as you wish.
Thank you again, Professor. I am most grateful.
Why, of course. Rest well now.
Let me show you to one of the rooms, Professor.
Why, thank you. And your name is?
Miss Murray, sir. Miss Wilhelmina Murray.
Miss Murray! And do you take an interest in garlic?
Well, no, sir. But I do like to read about plants.
Fascinating.
Are you sure about him?
Positive, Art. Professor Van Helsing's methods may be a little unorthodox, but so is the malady that has beset us.
And the garlic?
Probably an old herbal remedy.
It smells awful.
Oh, come on, Art. Let's get you a stiff drink, eh?
Lucy, darling, are you alright? Her breathing is heavy. It must be those dreadful flowers. I don't know what that prophet was thinking. Here, let's get rid of them, shall we? Then you might breathe easier. There we are. I'll see you tomorrow, darling. Sweet dreams.
When in the bloom of youth, the flower of life is cut off, we are reminded of these words of John, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but shall have life eternal. Lord, we pray you, take in with you the soul of our sister, Lucy Elizabeth Westenra. In the Holy of Holies, she shall be your bride, as all humankind, till the last judgment and the remission of sin. Amen.
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 Loiter with me a while, friend John.
What is it, Professor?
Many things. What is death, huh? The body, one soul, full of life, now still, quiet, cold to the touch, and void of all feeling.
It is the worst part of our profession.
Yes. She makes for a most pretty corpse. Wouldn't you say so, friend John?
Almost lifelike. Professor, this is hardly the time.
Forgive me, friend John. It was the grim irony of it all. A so lovely lady in death, like a bride on her wedding day, who looks so fair as in life, so much so that one by one we wonder whether she be truly dead, laid in this fine marble house with the songs of burial all sad and slow. Do not think I am not sad, my friend. I am that. But even in sadness, I left the same.
Yes, well, that is all over now.
In death is there also new life, friend John.
New life? What do you mean, Professor?
You must meet me this very evening at the Westenra residence. There will we formulate our plan.
I don't understand. Why do we need a plan? Do tell I have no opinion myself.
Do you mean to tell me, friend John, that you have no suspicion as to what poor Miss Westenra died of, not after all the hints given?
What hints?
What was the cause of death?
A nervous prostration resulting from overexcitation of the brain.
In the laboured breathing.
The result of nerve failure.
And the puncture marks on the neck.
Mina told me she had pricked herself.
How disappointing.
I beg your pardon?
I'd hope for more, Dr. Seward.
Professor, I do not know what you're insinuating.
You always knew the best questions to ask in my class. Yet here you sit, questionless. The best answers come from the best questions, my friend. And so I ask you, what is the question?
What is the question? What is the question? How should I know? Labored breathing, rapid pulse but sullen figure. Symptoms of anemia, like she lost a great deal of blood. Where did the blood go? Wait, Professor!
Dearest Jonathan, I write to you again for fear that my last letter was once more lost before reaching you. Your silence worries me, darling. You promised you would write weekly, and yet, no. I write to you again for fear that I have the most terrible news to share with you. Lucy has... I write to you again for fear that... Why won't you answer? Jonathan, where are you? Why are you silent? It's been 4 weeks. We're terrible, cruel, godless weeks without a single word. Now Lucy's gone and I have no one who will listen.
There is something wrong about all of this. I know there is that ship, those red eyes. She kept mentioning those red eyes. Whose eyes were they? For all I know, they could be Arthur's. He has been out of doors at all hours and never explains where he's been. Or Dr. Stewart, spending all his time in private discourse with that Dutch professor. Why do they need such secrecy? What illness of the blood warrants such concealment? Jonathan, I don't know. I don't know.
You have yet to tell me why I cannot comprehend you.
Now is not the time for telling, friend John. It is the time for moving. At night will the new life awaken.
New life? But what? Mina! Miss Murray, why are you... Is everything all right?
Dr. Stewart, yes, quite. What are you both doing here at this hour?
We at work, dear miss. The physician's business is never over, and we have some new business with your dear young friend.
Some new business? What business could you have with a corpse?
The same as the undertaker.
Of course, it is the most morbid type of business, Miss Murray. You know what us medical men are like. We discuss blood and viscera as you would tea and sandwiches. Hardly appropriate for the company of a young lady like...
Surely, as the young lady in question, Dr. Stewart, I should have some say in what I deem to be appropriate for my company.
Of course, but...
let the girl attend, friend John.
But Professor...
Essence of the time, and should not be dissuaded clearly.
Professor, I do not...
Enough! And you ask me, friend John, where all the poor dear Mrs. Blood had gone, yes?
It seems impossible.
It seems so, yes. To us reasonable men and women of the 19th century. Rationalists and positivists as we are.
What are you implying, Professor?
An illness came over dear Miss Westenra, brought about by loss of blood indeed, but also its replacement with something viler. Our priests and pastors speak in symbols they understand not, but that operate of some primitive logic we have long lost. Today, for life eternal. Tomorrow, for the blood is the life. Ergo, the question is asked, what is the produce of blood eternal?
This is a dialogue of the madman, or it's some cruel joke.
Neither, dear miss, though both I would prefer. It is a fruitless pursuit. The ears hear not what the eyes have not seen before. I have seen what I speak of before, and yet I still understand it barely. My friends, do you trust me?
Well, of course, sir,
Then meet me no less than 5 minutes before midnight at the Miss Westenra's tomb. If my theory is correct, there shall we have our proof. I must retire for preparations. I suggest you do the same.
How should we prepare, Professor?
In prayer, my dear, for the remission of our sins and the salvation of our souls. One may need it. It is a good thing to do before we witness what our eyes were not made to witness. Good night.
What do you think he plans on doing? You don't think he means to defile Lucy's tomb, do you?
I don't know, Miss Murray. I don't know.
But you do trust him, don't you?
When I was his student, I would have trusted him with my very life. Now, well, if his evidence is anything short of extraordinary, I may request he surrender himself to my care.
I don't wish for either situation, really.
Neither do I, Miss Murray. Neither do I.
Gone. Forever gone. My darling Lucy.
We must act quickly. The evidence will be fleeting if we're well prepared. Keep your eye on your watch, friend John.
I beg your pardon. What is the meaning of this ingression?
The brother home. All the better. It shall be good to continue with your blessing.
My blessing? John, what is going on?
Professor Van Helsing believes he may have an explanation for Lucy's illness.
I wasn't asking you. I don't want this witch doctor anywhere near my Lucy.
Arthur, please.
He couldn't even keep her alive. Then she had the audacity to show his face at her funeral. That scoundrel. You'll be hearing from a barrister.
Oh, John, time is slipping.
Art! The professor assures us that our current entreprise is capital if we want to prevent Lucy's condition from any further damage.
Codswallop! Excuse me, what are you intending on doing with this?
I intend to pass it through a heart before I cut off a head. Do I have your blessing?
Professor, you can't...
No, no, a plastic blessing, give me that!
Professor, what you described is illegal by our law, let alone God's own. Surely must recognize this.
I do, John. If there were any other recourse...
Any other recourse? He's a blazing lunatic, John. You have to be locked up in your madhouse.
Friends, we must pierce her heart with that sacred dowel. Only this will save any future progeny from a union.
Get out! All of you, I want you out this instant! I'll not tolerate your presence any further! Oh! Rita!
It is here!
What is this?
Arthur, darling, I've missed you. I longed for you. Aren't you going to see me?
Lucy!
Do not listen to him, Mr. Homewood. This is not your Lucy here.
He lies, my love. He lies.
What is this?
Steal yourself, Mr. Homewood!
Where is she?
Over there!
And now he lies to you, Arthur.
Do not listen to it!
He never wants to see me. No more than to his wife.
Do not speak of her, David!
He said he was taking her.
Silence!
Oh, darling, what is going on?
Lucy, is it really you?
What is this?
She trusts him. She trusts him.
You were not there! You do not know!
Professor, what do we do? Professor, help us!
Silence, David!
Whatever you do for that
I just been standing at the door.
Someone has been kissing her.
No, please!
Come here, Arthur.
You are not prevail!
Amina!
She's dead. She's dead. I've killed her.
No, that wasn't Lucy.
Not anymore.
So, that is it then? The whole sordid affair is finally sorted?
I'm afraid not, John.
No, Lucy's dead. That thing's dead. They're both dead.
Ines, the fever has merely broken, but the parasite remain.
Professor, for once, speak to us plainly. Is she not dead?
And as much as can be seen, she is. But Miss Westenra was but a foot soldier, dear miss. We cannot claim victory while the general lives.
Are you implying we're at war, Professor?
In a sense, I am, friend John. I know not what the enemy look like, but I've heard of it before.
Who is it?
Not who, John. Not who. To the fly, it is the fruit that lay the sweet nectar in which to drown. To the robin, it is the blue jay that mock and steal the egg. It appear a neighbor, but not so. It live among us, and trust us to commune with it, then cast the soul to the darkest damnation, a corruption as old as humanity itself. Death, and worse than death.
Life eternal.
Indeed.
And it can be destroyed?
In a way, yes.
How so?
An interesting fact came into my possession as I tended over to dear Miss Westenra. You mentioned crates, friend John, being brought into the house named Carfax. Crates of dirt from a foreign land. This came to me as odd, and so did I some research about the provenance. It appears they were sent here by ship.
Last week, from the east.
Precisely. And it is my conjecture that our enemy is a recent arrival to England, and it requires the dirt to make the route, as you say.
But how does one destroy dirt?
With this, tomorrow night, as the enemy searches for its next union, we will purify the dirt of its unholy presence with the body of Christ, death's greatest foe, and the enemy of life itself will dare not rest again where God has made his house.
I will come with you.
No.
But Professor...
You have done enough tonight.
Mina, it's too dangerous for you.
Enough for a lifetime, even. You will rest now. And tomorrow morning, we will install you in safety over at Carfax's house, across from John's asylum. There, will you wait for us?
As you wish.
Is done. And so begins the millennium of rest. The sweet shores beckon, and I answer their call. 6511, he crowns the year, yes, as a bride with his flowers, and overflowing is he with... My lord, is that you? Yes, yes, my lord, of course. No, my lord, I have always been faithful. I have prepared your arrival with myrrh and frankincense, for so it was ordained. I kept to the commitment. I did. No, why? But you promised! No. My lord, this is my friends, my home. No, not Dr. Seward. He has been so good to me. No, I am faithful. The path is narrow, but I have followed it. But our covenant, it's... No. You can't do that. You can't do that. Not them. This is my home. My friends. Yes, I'm faithful. No. You can't let me do that. No, not them. Not them. Please. No! Count Dracula! Count Dracula! I invite you in!
Good evening, Mr. Homewood.
Miss Murray?
That knife looks very sharp already, sir. You might chip it.
I know what I'm doing, miss.
I'm sure you do. This may be as good a time as any to offer my condolences, sir.
Your condolences?
Yes, I had not the opportunity or the presence of mind to offer them at the funeral.
And what, Miss Murray, am I to do with these condolences?
Mr. Homewood, please don't take my comments wrongly. We've had our disagreements in the past, but in one thing we are ever equal, and that is our love of Miss Lucy Westenra. Please, Mr. Homewood, let's not have any more bitterness between us anymore. For Lucy's sake.
equal in grief, Miss Murray?
Mr. Homewood.
Equal in love?
Mr. Homewood, I only...
I was her fiancé, and you're her friend. And a bad one at that. So are we truly equal in love?
Please, sir.
I do not want your condolences. Miss, I do not need your condolences. I do not need to author my own. I do not need to approach you with such grabbing remarks. And I have no wish to speak to you, Miss Murray.
Mr. Homewood.
I am not an irrational man, Miss. You think me one, but you do so in error. I will happily leave you to your business.
Mr.
All I ask is that you leave me to mine.
Mr. Homewood, stand back!
I beg your pardon.
I would prefer it if you stood back and put the knife away.
I wasn't.
Oh, Arthur. Mina, Miss Murray, what has happened? Oh, what is that doing there? Dear Lord, it isn't half sharp. Or it shouldn't have left it lying around.
Are you sure you can trust him, Dr. Seward?
Pardon?
Are you sure you can trust Mr. Homewood?
As I trust myself. He is a difficult man at times, but of the best stock. He is obstinate, I won't deny that. Far too much for good breeding or manners, but such as the expenses of his higher qualities, I would not hesitate to place my life within his hands.
The professor?
I must admit, my trust ran thin before yesterday's episode, but you yourself saw the validation of his bizarre allegations.
You did not hear then.
Hear what?
Yesterday, in the crypt, there was a voice other than that of Lucy. He was speaking to Professor Van Helsing of certain things he had done.
Miss Murray, clearly that was a voice of darkness. Well, clearly it meant to disturb and confuse our party.
Then you didn't hear just how he answered it.
Miss Murray, I studied with Professor Van Helsing for years on end. I have witnessed firsthand that of which he is capable and all the decisions by which he'd stand. They all betrayed a profound love for mankind. He is a man of great science and even greater virtue. I'd stake my life on it.
Understood. Have you thought on the strangeness of all of this? That thing, the corruption of which the professor did speak. Why choose England? Why Lucy, and why at this time? Surely it must be by coincidence. And if so, how could coincidence upon coincidence have led us into the path of such an evil as the human spirit cannot understand? By chance? By chance we are thrown into a course of action so irrational, so mad. The corruption of ages. And who to oppose it? 2 doctors, a baronet and me.
If the professor were here, he'd speak of predestination, that this was always meant to happen. The Lord directs the good to oppose the darkness that assails the weak.
And do you believe in this predestination, Dr. Seward?
I have my reservations. Do you?
No. But I believe in duty. Who else to oppose it but us, endowed as we are in our knowledge of it?
Quite.
Surely they await you downstairs, Doctor.
Oh, probable, yes. Good night, Miss Murray. Get some rest. You did your duty yesterday. Let us do ours tonight.
And do it, Doctor, for all our sake and Lucy's.
We will.
Let me keep my souls. I'd do anything.
All of them.
So the thing, we have defeated it?
Professor?
I do not know, friend John. Truly, I do not.
Codswallop, that dirt is as good as gone.
We were very thorough.
When the burrow of the fox is filled with smoke, the fox will either die or attempt to flee. But only after the smoke clear can we tell which has happened.
Professor, how may we be sure that it won't come back?
I must return to Amsterdam. There is word of the beast in the curricular, discussion in the Zohar, corrupted and imperfect, but knowledgeable. The evil is ancient, but so are its sources. I must study them.
Absolute nonsense, old boy. We destroyed the dirt. We did everything.
So long as the enemy walk the earth, there shall be upon it a plague. And a plague can lie dormant for millennia before returning. Our plague is cognizant. It need not wait. It may be thwarted, sure, but still it will try to return. And there will be men and women, like your Lucy Westenra, upon whom death will fall, but that will rise again in blasphemy of resurrection, blood, in darkness, in gnashing of teeth. And at the end of it all, its triumph, our doom, for mankind and for the world. Death eternal.
Then we must kill it.
Indeed we must.
You may take the first train back to Amsterdam in the morning. There is a ferry at 5 o'clock. It will have you in Holland by evening.
I will do this, but I must not leave you unprotected. All of you. As grace irresistible calls sinner to God, so indeed the cross be the bane of death. The enemy cannot touch a body wherein Christ resides. Let me bless you, my children. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He guides me beside the still waters. He restores my soul and guides me for the righteous paths for his name's sake.
Unclean!
What is this devilry?
Evil has visited his house.
Burn me! I have been forsaken!
Mina! Miss Bernie, look at me!
I am dead! Death is my lot!
Stand back, old boy! She has a mark on her neck!
She do not hear you!
Mina! Look at me, please!
Jonathan! Jonathan, where are you? He is gone! I am alone!
Jonathan? Art! Go find Penny. Tell her to bring us Miss Redfield.
What? That mad woman? Are you doing?
Just go!
She may be losing sense, John. Shock is upon her.
Professor Van Helsing, with all due respect in this matter, I am the authority. Please let me attend to my patient.
Doctor.
Oh, John. Is he gone? Is he gone?
Everything is all right. Mina, you are safe. Nothing will hurt you.
But the thing... Oh, I had the most frightful dream. Something was burning me right between the eyes. It was cold. The professor... It burned.
Mina, who is Jonathan? Where is he? Why did you say his name?
Jonathan, my fiancé.
Here's you lunatics who heard whining as a wanton creature. Looks like one too. Though your attendant could tell what happened, she had a bit of a nap by the looks of it.
Sir, I
Never
promise
mind, Penny.
22-1. The presence, the grace, he has gone away again.
Miss Renfield, not so long ago you told me about a man named Jonathan Harker. Do you remember that?
Yes, the clerk, Harker. To the Lord he said, I invite you. And the Lord obliged. The clerk.
He's not a clerk. He was made solicitor before he left.
Miss Renfield, how do you know of Mr. Harker?
He sends the Lord's arrival to the nation of the earth, and none listen but me, Harker to the nations.
This is utter drivel.
Miss Renfield, are you in contact with this Lord you speak of?
He knew my name. He called me Jane Elizabeth Redfield. He said, I'm your Lord, and let me in. Jane Elizabeth Redfield, bow to me.
And where is he now?
Riding the waters to the east, wherein lies his tomb and birthplace, the sanctum and the basilica.
In the east, Jonathan was sent east to a castle in Bukovina.
Miss Renfield, is that the sanctum to which he fled? To a castle in Bukovina?
The silence of the night, the light flowed to the clerk, to his Lord, and through it, the Lord was renewed.
Good God.
To Bethlehem. To Bethlehem.
She is drifting away. Penny, take Miss Renfield back to her room.
And the lady, sir?
The lady has suffered a transitory migraine and is now recovered.
Yes, doctor.
So, the enemy lives?
It appears so.
And we also know where it plans to hide as it rests.
What? We don't know anything of the sort. You believe that mad woman's testimony?
Lunatic! And yes, I do.
You're mad as she.
I believe her.
Well, of course you do.
The cost of the alternative is too great, Mr. Homewood, lest others die as Lucy had. I have a copy of Jonathan's travel itinerary at home. In it, a list of train and steamers that should take us to Bukovina, where his client settles his affairs.
Then we will take it through Saxony and through Brandenburg, by the old paths of the Magyar, to Bukovina.
This time, I will join you.
Mina, is
Enough, Dr. Stewart. This thing has murdered my best friend in the whole world. And it has very likely done the same to my fiancé. And now, despite your efforts against it, it has sought to claim me where I thought myself safe. So you can save your fussing. I will not sit here idly and succumb to its design.
Miss Murray, you cannot be...
I will go with you to Bukovina. I will find it as the sun is setting. And if God grants me strength, I will plant my own stake in its heart.
So be it. Let us prepare.
Nothing in the woods?
Not that I could see, though. Considering I don't know what we're looking for, who could say?
The sun is yet to set. If you found nothing, then it's likely there was nothing to be found. Well, don't just stand there, doctor. You'll catch your death.
Quite. The professor laid these flowers, I presume.
He did. Then he and Mr. Holmwood went up to the castle to investigate, but I doubt they'll find anything themselves.
Why so?
I don't know. Just a hunch, I presume. Do you believe these flowers will grant us some kind of protection?
I don't know. If they do, it would load all signs. Although they weren't of much help to Miss Westenra.
Will someone move those? It does feel different, though. Inside, I mean, there's a kind of lightness that isn't present outside of it.
I suppose so. Yes, now that you mention it. The air in this place seems heavy. Polluted almost.
Well, death makes its bed in dead places, I suppose.
You mustn't judge him too harshly. Arthur, I mean. He truly did love her. He would have died for that girl. He would have killed for her. I've known him since our school days, and never has he loved a girl the way he loved Lucy Westenra. I swear to it. When she died, well, he was overcome with grief and...
As we were all.
Right. I never got the chance to offer you my condolences. I apologize most deeply.
The situation did not allow for many idle courtesies.
No, it didn't. She seemed a beautiful soul. It was a great pain to me that I had not the chance to know her better, to call her my friend. She was kind to the very end, I believe, and smiling too. What happened next, what that thing did to her, that has no bearing on who she truly was.
Thank you. We had known each other since we were schoolgirls. And all her life, I loved her as friends do at that age. She was a lighthouse of joy, Dr. Seward, a beacon. I don't think she ever inspired hatred in any living being, nor did she harbor to it. To see her transformed into that thing. No, it's better not. You're right. It's better to remember her only as she was alive. But even in that grip, I loved her.
And Jonathan Harker?
That was a different kind of love.
I'm sorry too for what...
We needn't talk about it.
So that is it?
That is it.
Nothing, absolutely nothing. Cobwebs and bones and nothing more. It looks like it hasn't been inhabited for 100 years. Are we sure this is indeed the place?
The enemy is biding its time, Mr. Holmwood. Like the hunted fox who knows he is hunted. It will change lair when you attempt to close upon it. But the second lair always lie on the same hill as the first.
For God's sake, no more.
What are you saying,
I
Art?
am saying that I'm tired of his nonsense. Riddles and foxholes and parables. A whole lot of his nightmare of a tale. Your professor is driving me mad.
I believe what Professor Van Helsing was trying to say is that although this thing is not yet in its lair, it may not be very far. It's waiting until we leave or until it can kill us.
Until we kill it, miss.
Have any of you even considered that it may be all but a ruse? That it may be in England, this very instant, with total impunity?
Mr. Homer, you know that can't be true.
According to whom? A madwoman? Reliable witness, that is. We only have your word that what she says has any modicum of veracity. What we do know is that she has been under that abomination's influence. Like you.
I beg your pardon?
It's clear as day.
Art, I temper my insinuations if I were you.
There is no need, Dr. Seward. I do not wish to acknowledge his comment.
I insinuate nothing at all, old boy. I'll only speak the truth as I see it.
And what truth is that?
What else would Miss Murray be so insistent we remain here, despite all evidence pointing to the contrary?
Mr. Homewood, please, we're both striving for the same cause, for Lucy.
You get her name out of your vile mouth!
Oh, that's it! I won't entertain this nonsense any longer. The voyage must have put a strain on your nerves, Art. I suggest you calm down and offer Miss Murray your apologies for this unseemly outburst.
I'll apologize in hell, old boy!
Art, I won't say it again.
Don't be such an imbecile, Seward. The truth has been under your nose the entire time, from the very first day. Have you seen it?
Arthur,
Of course you have, but you didn't care, did you? Oh no, you're far too interested in what she's got under her skirts.
You bastard, I'm warning you.
What, John, what? Up to lock me up like one of your madmen.
Shut up!
Oh, little John Seward. Always had a soft spot for the loose ones, didn't you?
Shut up, Arthur!
Always the first to be a gentleman, the first to defend honor.
Arthur, I swear!
Even for this
You
highness!
son of a bitch, I could kill you!
No, please, both of you, stop! John! Arthur, stop! Stop!
Do not follow the man, good miss!
But Professor,
You will only hurt yourself! And they will not be stopped!
Why did you do nothing? You could have tried to stop them!
They would not have been stopped anyways, miss. Sit down.
What is happening to us, Professor?
It is this place, my dear. The atmosphere of it rots and corrupts the hearts of good men, like the maggots corrupt and rot the meat for the eating.
What do you mean?
It is not difficult for the heart to become corrupt. It is weak. The enemy need only wait. This is written in Augustine. A gravity. It pulls ever down. It pulls the heart ever down, away from humanity and into the depths of darkness.
But surely there must be some manner of protecting ourselves against such corruptions.
No energy is created in its absence. The force is merely downwards. The heart itself, that is mass. In mass, attracts towards mass.
It is changing you as well, Professor. You would not have spoken thus back in England. You would have evoked some method, medicinal or spiritual. Dr. Stewart said you believed in predestination and the victory of the good.
Sometimes the good are not destined for victory, miss. You remind me of my wife. From the first you did. So full of hope and trust in the fellow man. But no perception, no sense of truth. She was very good, but she was weak.
Do you hear those whispers, Professor?
Oh, she would not believe in damnation by love. Yet even earthly love is an anchor. The pure celestial, the abhor that should lie in the mud, gold though it be.
Professor, we are not alone here.
If I am damned, it is not through any fault of my own. I have done the necessary in the good.
So you did, Abraham.
Professor, there is something out there.
The work is not the essential besides. Work before and against the law. Even Cyril of Alexandria persecuted the heretics.
What are you saying, sir?
And God too will sort them out, Abraham.
And whosoever believes in him shall have life eternal.
Yes. Abraham, listen to me, Abraham.
Hannah!
Can you hear me, sweetheart?
Is it truly you?
Yeah, my
Am I truly here?
Come here.
At the bosom of my lord, at the pearly gates.
Don't listen to them, Professor. It is a witchcraft, like before.
Angels, take me to her, please.
Of course, darling. All is forgiven, Abraham. All sins are washed away.
Mein liefje, it come, it been here.
No, they lied to you. We are in Bukovina, remember, at the
Help me, Jezebel! What the heck?
To me, my love.
Do not!
Come, mein liefje.
Do not cross the
I'm here!
We will go into the fire together, and the fire will make us clean.
Let's
Shall
go,
we
your
sacrifices, right?
Rot in the hell!
Don't!
Rot in the hell!
Oh, leave me alone!
nightmare, a dreadful nightmare. It is almost dark.
Welcome, sister.
These voices.
Wilhelmina Murray, welcome to our house.
A dream? What's happening to me?
You have been abandoned, sister. All have abandoned you.
This isn't real. This isn't real.
First, the groom.
Jonathan, no. No, this can't.
Then, the suitor.
John? No, this is a nightmare, a long series of nightmares.
Then, the foil.
I am in Lucy's room at Whitby in May.
Then, the teacher.
If I pray well enough, I will wake up and it'll be morning.
His hand reached out from the darkness.
The birds will be singing in the trees and we will stroll up to our bench.
He took them into his power.
In the afternoon, we will go to meet Jonathan and the vicar.
And his life was replenished and his hunger satisfied.
The vicar will marry Jonathan and me. All will be well.
Listen, he has arrived.
The Lord is my shepherd.
He is reaching out to you.
I shall not want.
Our prince.
Our Lord.
He makes me to lie in green pastures.
Our God. Our husband.
He leads me beside the still waters.
His wings will blot out the sun.
He restores my soul.
And all blood and life to him will flow.
He guides me on the righteous paths for his name's sake.
And all shall know his name.
Oh God, let me wake up, please.
Dracula, we await you.
My bride, at last, you are with me.
Come on now.